So folks wanted to hear about one of my drunk nights in college, man. I guess we can get into it, man. I think I'm gonna tell y'all about the time Bro, can I record my video, bro? Go on, man. Go. Watch out, bro. Watch out. This is Kovu, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told y'all gonna meet him one day. This is Kovu. Kovu, say what's up. Say what's up to everybody, man. Since you wanna be all up here. This is Kovu. He about to be a year old next month on the 14th, man. So, you know, I'm gonna do something special for him. Probably get him a steak, cause he ain't never had steak before. He be eating chicken with his food. But yeah, that's what we gonna do. We finna get into the video, Kovu, so you finna get in your cage, my boy. Back up, get down. Get down. Cage. Over there. Go on ahead, bro. Go to your cage. He ain't listening, y'all. Alright, we finna get into it, man. The time I got drunk. I'm finna tell y'all about the time I got drunk. The day before, the night before, the night I got drunk, and the next day I was supposed to take finals. That's what happened. We went and got drunk, and the next day we were supposed to be taking finals. So, I'm just about to tell y'all about that, man. So, for those of y'all that don't know, man, I went to Georgia Southern, and Georgia Southern is in Statesboro. So, if y'all ain't never been to Statesboro, Georgia Southern is like the only thing in Statesboro, for real. We had a little mall out there, but it wasn't nothing but like a big square. It was literally just like this. Like, if you look at it from the side, it probably looked just like this. It was a square. So, we didn't really have nothing. We had a little Walmart. We had two Walmarts. Like, one of them was like a Kroger, but the other one was a real Walmart. So, what else we had out there? We had this little club called Midtown. Another bar called Gatters. That's the bar I'm finna get ready to tell y'all about. You know what I'm saying? And we had a couple Zaxby's and stuff like that. But it wasn't really nothing. Georgia Southern was like the heart of Statesboro, right? So, you know, it wasn't nothing but it wasn't even every weekend, it was every day, man. We was throwing either a kickback or a game night, something, bro. We was doing something every single night at Georgia Southern. Like, it was like really the best time of my life. Like, I tell everybody, college was the best time of my life, bro, because it was just none but like ultimate freedom. Like, we did any and everything we wanted to do, and any and everything that we wanted to do that we weren't supposed to do, we did it, everything, you know what I'm saying? So it was just nothing but memories. Like, I met a whole lot of good people that I end up just like, you know, building great relationships with. Most of the friends I still talk to right now is folks that I connected with in college. Well, I ain't gonna say most of them, but some of them, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, the night I got drunk, and the next day I was supposed to be taking two finals. I was supposed to be taking the final for a geology class and the final for, I don't even remember the other class. You know what I'm saying? So, man, early that day, I had came home to my apartment, right? So I'm already knowing I got finals tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna at least try to get a little study in there, because I paid no attention in my geology class. I didn't care about it. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to give a little bit of study in there or whatever. Nothing for my roommate Uriah to do, because I had three roommates, Mike, Uriah, and Nick. Nick was white, you know what I'm saying? So I really believe the only nigga that he messed with in there was me. For real. Because Mike and Uriah we ain't gonna get into that. But anyway, this man Uriah, man, came to me, so I was like, hey Zay, go to the bar, me and TJ tonight. TJ was another dude that we had knew that stayed like across the street from me. You know, so like, let's go to Gatters with TJ tonight. I'm like, man, nah, bro. I got finals tomorrow. I ain't even trying to get lit. He's like, bro, we just gonna go get some shot tops. We just gonna chill, and that's gonna be that. I'm like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why he wanted me to go so bad, because I was the only other roommate that was, well, I think Nick was 21, but I was 21. Mike wasn't 21 yet, so Mike couldn't go. So, man, around like, what time it was? We got there like 7:30, probably like 8 o'clock. Probably a little bit earlier than that. Maybe like 6 o'clock we had ended up getting together. And we literally, I don't even drink beer, bro. But in college, for some reason, niggas was drinking beer. You know what I'm saying? So we go in there and we order 3 shot tops to the table. 3 shot tops. Shot tops are these tall citrus beers that you just sip on. You know what I'm saying? So we order them to the table. I done got some wings and everything. So we in there just sipping, everybody in there vibing. It ain't too many people in there, but it's enough people in there for it to be a little vibe going on. You know what I'm saying? So I pick up 1 wing, bro. 1 wing. I ain't even really got into my wings yet, because y'all know how long it usually take for the waiter to get to the table just to bring your food. So I done picked up 1 wing and bit into the wing, bro. As I'm biting into the wing, I look out the corner of my eye and I see our white friend Chad walking in. And I'm like, man, what this nigga doing here? You know what I'm saying? So this man, he just walking in, he got a big smile on his face. Anytime Chad walked in with a goofy smile, bro, you already knew it was trouble. Every single time, because when he walked into the apartment with a goofy smile, this man had 4 Locos of beers. You know what I'm saying? Chad, he came to party every single time he showed up. So I'm like, man, here we go. This nigga walk up to the table. Now we sitting there with our shot tops and our food. I done bit my wing. So at this point, I'm chewing. You know what I'm saying? I'm chewing my wing as this nigga walking up to the table. And he like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing here? I'm like, man, shoot, about to get ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So he smiles, well, nah, man, nah. I just got a nice check from my job. I'm about to order about 20 more shots to the table. I'm like, nigga, we didn't come here for that night. Not tonight. We getting ready to go soon. You know, so you can go ahead and tell them not to do that. He like, yo, man, they come to this man like, let me get 20 more shots of whatever. I'm like, bruh, y'all niggas ready to go? And mind y'all, I had drove. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, yeah, bro, let's just chill, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna be here too much longer. I'm like, bruh, all right. But in college, bro, I was like kind of irresponsible. So at this point in my life, I'm out. I'm not finna just sit there after I done told y'all niggas I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in my life, I'm like, man, all right, cool, bro. I don't want to ruin the fun. I'm just like, all right, bet. Let's go ahead and do it. So this nigga done came to the table with the shots. Man, they put the tray on the table. And as I'm looking at the tray, I'm seeing blue, white, red. I'm seeing all type of shots on it. I'm like, bro, what in the world is going on, bro? Like, I have never seen this many shots on the table in front of me. Like, and y'all finna take all these shots? They're like, bro, you about to help us. I'm like, bro, I'm like, did y'all remember that we got finals tomorrow? Or y'all just don't care about that? You know, I'm sitting here trying to be the voice of reason. They're like, bro, we ain't gonna be here probably about another hour. They're like, come on, bro. And I'm like, all right, man. All right, bro. Say less. So, bro, I remember, I picked up, it was a blue and white one. It had like blue drink in the bottom and white drink on top. I like, all right, bet that me. You know what I'm saying? Then I had started chilling a little bit. So it's many shots at the table. So I just grabbed one more. I'm like, shoot, all right, bet, you know. By that time, I look at TJ all the way up in the booth with the DJ. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, so I don't even know where Uriah's at this point. Uriah just done disappeared into the crowd because that was him. He was a social butterfly out of everybody. This man just done disappeared. So I'm looking around for Chad. Y'all know I ain't found Chad. Chad is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, ain't nothing else to do. Take another shot. You know, I'm still sitting at the table. So by the time I took the third shot, TJ done came up to me like, bro, you straight, bro, everything? I'm like, bro, yeah, I thought you were just, you know. So, bro, at this point, I feel like I'm tripping. So I'm like, man, what a shot top? I just need something to sip on. So I done start sipping on the shot top, you know. Now, I ain't even realizing in my brain, like, bro, this is liquor too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there sipping on the shot top. and I'm still chilling. So I started to kind of like mellow out a little bit, because at this point I knew I was lit, so I wasn't tripping, but it just kind of started to mellow out a little bit. So what I do, I took another shot. Mind you, I'm still sitting at the table with the shot. These niggas already lit. As you can see, Uriah's going, TJ dancing in the booth with DJ. So he come up to me like, hey, say, get this on Snapchat, get this on. So I start recording, nigga. So when I get up, I'm starting to vibe a little bit. So I'm dancing. That's thing, we all up there dancing. I'm like, bro, what time is it? In my head, like, it was just getting kind of crazy. I'm like, man, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get up out of here. Like, we gotta go. Like, so I'm looking for Uriah. So by the time me and Uriah finally run into each other, this nigga like, bro, where y'all boys? What y'all? I'm like, nigga, what you mean? I've been looking for you this whole time. Like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So we go back to the table and it's still more shots. So by that time, I finally checked my phone and I'm like, okay, it ain't number 10 o'clock. At this time, it wasn't number 10 o'clock. So I'm like, we might be good. We might be straight. So I take another shot. At this time, I'm probably like 4 or 5 shots in. I don't even know. I take another shot because more people had started coming in. Females had started coming in. We was in there cooling. We was chilling. Niggas had started playing pool. I'm like, okay, this cool, man. We straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll probably get up out of here by 11. We'll be good. So what I do, I take another shot. At that time, when I was in college, bro, I could drink for real. I don't do that no more. I don't even play around with it no more, man. Cause for what? Like, I ain't trying to get that. What am I getting that lit for at this point in my life? I don't have no point to get that lit. Like 4 or 5 shots in, like lit. Not even on my birthday, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's just ridiculous. Anyway, so at this point, man, I'm too lit. I'm too lit. I don't know how many shots I end up taking, but I was so lit. Let me tell y'all how lit I was. By the time we left out, man, we sitting up there, all 3 of us. So Chad is gone. We don't know where Chad went after he got lit and we was kicking it for a minute. We don't know where Chad went. So we all walking out the bar, me, TJ, and Uriah, we all stumbling. I remember us stumbling because my vision was so blurry. I'm like, bruh, like, and I got my wings in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I got my wings in my hand and it had like some ranch and some celery in there with the wings. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm finna go back to the crib. I'm finna eat. Now, mind y'all, it was 10 o'clock when I had looked at my phone, like 10:03 or 10:04, something like that. So by the time we walk outside and we walking, my car is still in the parking lot. And it's like 12 o'clock. It had to be like somewhere close to 12 o'clock. I don't remember what time it was. All I know is my car was in the parking lot, right? We walking across the street, man, and we just walking across the street. I have not thought about the fact that my car is still in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So we finally get across the street and we stumbling with the wings and everything like that. I done dropped my wrench on the ground. I don't know what I was trying to do, but I dropped the whole thing of wrench on the ground. I ain't had nothing but the wings left in there. I don't even remember how blowed I was because we wasn't that far away from the apartment. The apartment was literally like across the street and another complex across from that. You know what I'm saying? So we probably had to walk like 10, 15 minutes. It wasn't that far. So by the time we get across the street and Gathers is on the other side of the street behind us, I turn around. I'm like, dang, bro, my car. He like, hey, bro, you might want to come get that car in the morning, bro. You tow up at this point. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, bro, you right, bro. Let's go ahead, go. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, my vision blurry. So he really did have a point. That was one of us actually made some sense out of the entire night. It was stupid. Anyway, man, we get to because I stayed in University Villas. That was the name of my apartment complex. So we got the University Villas, man. We walk up to the door, and I believe Uriah had his key for the door. Maybe I had mine too, but I don't remember. Anyway, somehow we end up getting inside the door. Now, mind y'all, it is 12 something at night. Everybody got finals tomorrow. Everybody. By the time we got home, it was probably like 12:30. You know what I'm saying? 12:40. So we get the door unlocked and open the door. First thing we see is this nigga Mike sitting on the game playing 2K. At this point, I didn't even care. It's like I wasn't even thinking about the finals. I was just happy to see Mike. I'm like, bro, you up? You know what I'm saying? I done jumped on it because Mike was big. Mike was a football player, so I done jumped on it. And I'm like, bro, you should have came with us. You know, Mike was 19, so he couldn't come. I'm like, bro, you should have came with us, bro. We was so lit, bro. We had fun. Like, it was this, it was that. No, Mike was 20. He was either 19 or 21 on. So I'm just leaning on this nigga. I'm like, bro, we had fun, bro. This, that, and the third. I don't even remember what I had did with my wings at that point. All I know is I immediately started feeling sick, and I knew I was finna throw up. So I'm sitting there, and I had just laid back on the couch. I'm like, oh man, like, well, like I feel terrible right now. So I literally get up, man, and I crawl to the door. Like I literally crawled to the door, and I just pushed the door open, and we had steps that came up and entered the apartment. So I just pushed the door open, man, and just lay there and just started throwing up everywhere. Like I'm talking about all over the porch, all over the stairs. It was just throw up just everywhere, bro. I'm like, oh my God. Like I couldn't even stop throwing up. I'm like, bro, oh my God. I don't even know what had happened that fast. Cause I'm like, bro, 1 minute I'm straight. The next minute, that junk just hit me. I'm like, oh my God. But I feel terrible right now. Terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, all I hear is Uriah like, hey, bro, boil some water. Boil some water. So, I'm like, nigga, what? But I'm still laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So, they just put some water on or whatever. I'm still throwing up. You know what I'm saying? Still throwing up. So by the time I'm done throwing up, this nigga Mike still sitting here playing 2K. Still sitting here playing 2K in the living room. So I just started laying there, and I'm just sitting there just thinking about everything. I'm like, dang, bro, it's like gotta be like 1:30. Like I don't know where my phone at. I was hoping that I did not leave my phone at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, everything going through my mind. I'm like, it's like 1:30 in the morning. I got an 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be at this geology class at 8 a.m. and it's 1:30. I'm lit. My stomach hurt. My head hurt. Boy. So, bruh, I'm just laying there. So all of a sudden, this nigga Mike like, hey, Zay, get up, bro. We got them finals in the morning. I'm like, nigga. I couldn't even say what I wanted to say. All I said was nigga. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga, mind y'all, I told y'all he a football player. This man picked me up off the floor and just take me to my room and then just lay me in the bed. And I'm like, man. So this nigga like, hey, bro, I hope you get up in time for them finals. I'm like, bro, man. Went to sleep. He came there, because like I said, still didn't know where my phone was at. He came there, knocked on the door, woke me up. Like he literally woke me up. So I'm like, bro, I don't feel like taking these finals, bro. He like, bro, we gotta take these finals. I'm like, bro, oh my God, bro, I feel so bad right now. So I literally rolled out the bed, brushed my teeth, like changed my clothes, I took a quick shower first. I definitely took a shower first. Don't even play with me like that. You know, took a shower first, and then I had put some clothes on. So I'm walking to class. Me and this nigga Mike walking to class. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what I was thinking, but like my car's still over there. He like, oh, your car's still over there? Nigga, that's what I was thinking. I ain't see your car this morning. I was thinking that them folks that came and got it. I was like, bro, no, bro, my car is at the bar. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we walk into class, sitting in our seats. The professor started walking through. He started handing out all the Scantrons or whatever. So I get my Scantron. Somebody started walking down, handing out all the papers, because it was a huge auditorium. So we were sitting in rows, like behind each other. And somebody had to pass our test down. So man, I already hated that class. And I already knew that I wasn't gonna know like half of the material that was on there. You know, because I hated that class. It was one of my most boring classes I ever took. So man, I sit there, I started taking the test. It was 50 questions on the test. Sit there, I started taking the test. By the time I get to number 10, I'm like, man, I ain't feeling right. Like my head, everything was spinning. Everything was still spinning. Time I get number 15, I'm like, boy, oh my God. Like, I started looking around, see who was sitting next to me, man. It was this white girl sitting right here, and it was like a nigga sitting right here with a couple more Asians, then some white folks. So it was just like, cause the school was real diverse. It was a PWI, so it was some of everybody up there. And Mike sitting next to the white girl that's sitting next to me. So I'm like, man, oh my God. So I just started started bubbling, bro. By the time I got to number 20, I was like, bro, I can't even do it no more. I just bubbled from 20 to 50, y'all. I bubbled everything in, all the way from number 20 to number 50. I just bubbled anything in. Man, I get up, like immediately after he came and picked up my Scantron, immediately I got up, walked outside. I couldn't even get up immediately. I had to just sit there. I had to sit there and fight everything I was feeling because it was still people that were still taking their test. So, once it was over, nah, y'all, I'm lying. I did get up because when people was finishing early, they was able to leave. So I did get up, you know. So I walked outside. Somehow Mike was with me. Mike was with me as I was walking outside. I don't know if he had bubbled in all his stuff too, but something had happened. Maybe I was like just taking forever taking my test because I was not feeling that good. But somehow Mike was with me when I was walking back out of that door. I got back out of the door, bro. And then the next thing you know, because it's a bunch of kids out there now, because the auditorium was outside, but it was still kids traveling back and forth. So as we walking out the door, bro, I started throwing up again. Mike was literally standing right there with me, like, man, he got fucked up last night. Like, this is what he telling everybody. Like, he got messed up last night. Like, you know, y'all just bear with him, bro. And I'm just throwing up all over the ground. I'm like, bro, oh my God. So I went back to the crib and I just laid in the bed. The next final, I didn't even make it to. I ain't even make it to my next final, y'all. Like, I had laid in the bed and just chilled out. By the time I opened my eyes again, somehow I had recovered my phone that morning that I had woke up. I think my phone was in the living room on the couch, something like that. Man, next time I opened my eyes that day, it was like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. I had missed school. I had missed my job that I was supposed to go to because at that time, I was working at a McDonald's that was off campus. That's how bad it had got. I had a job on campus, but I ended up getting fired from that job, and then I ended up working at McDonald's off campus. You know what I'm saying? Both of them was paying $7.25 an hour. So, whatever. And, yeah, man, I just laid in the bed. I woke up at 7, and then first thing that hit my mind was like, dang, I gotta go get my car. You know what I'm saying? Second thing hit my mind was, dang, I just failed both of my finals. I just failed both of them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, oh my God. Like, what was I thinking? Like, never again, bro. Never again. Because what? Like, I don't know what my grades finna be looking like by the time this semester is over. I'm gonna try to email somebody so that I can get like a retake or something on the final that I had missed, which I think I had ended up doing that somehow. But yeah, I was cooked in that geology class. Yeah, I was cooked, and it was all my fault. Cause I knew I should have just stayed home with Mike and played 2K. Then I really would have been sober and I could have remained the voice of reason if the nigga wasn't trying to get off 2K at least. Or I could just be like, bro, you got it. I'm out. I'm finna go get in the bed. Something. You know what I'm saying? Or just got some studying in, even though I wasn't the studying type. Like, if I ain't know it by the time it was time to take the test, then you know. But yeah, man, that is my story. Like, it's crazy, but that's just one drunk night out of a whole 3 semesters I was at that school. 3 semesters I was up at that school, man, with a different adventure. Every single day it was a different adventure. I kid y'all not. Georgia Southern was too lit. Like, I loved going to that school. You know, like I can honestly say that. It taught me a lot. I did a lot, and it was just fun. Like it was fun at the same time. It was stressful because I didn't have no money. I was broke, but we still made it fun. You know. But anyway, man, that's my drunk night, my story time segment, and yeah, I can really get a lot more drunk night segments on here, cause I mean it was just too many of them. But that's my story, man. You know, y'all like, subscribe, cause I only got 45 subscribers. I don't know how that's happening. You know, ain't nobody subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share my video, comment. Like if y'all think that, you know, something, I don't know what y'all gonna think watching this video, but say something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it. That's all, man. I'm out. I'm probably finna lay down, put something on TV, or probably get back on 2K. You never know. But yeah, I'm gone, y'all. Appreciate it.